Okay, I'm starting live commentary now actually to get some of the tension of the match. So a lot of build up here. 123 people in the CCWC2 room. Okay, so 123 people building up, and I'm on board 1. So the board. Okay, so there's the pairings. So good guy, is he on the friends list? Okay, is he on the friends list? Add to friends. So what can I challenge him? I'm gonna have to log out and log back in. And so I've got a pending friend request. Nope. Okay, good guy. So I'll challenge. I've got the challenge option now because he's as a friend. So 3 5-minute games. First one on whites. I'll just. Okay, so. Okay, I'll just put that in the construction cafe. Okay, so is this scarier than, say, playing a FIDE Master at the last London Classic? He came in IM, crushed me on the way. Is it scarier than that? Probably not, because I'm quite good at 5-minute. But even so, from the last match, getting wiped out was unpleasant, to say the least. So I'm hoping I can at least win 1 game out of the 3, or draw 1 out of the 3. That'd be good. And the rest of the team can do the work in drawing the match. Maybe we can make it go to a quicker time limit. Actually, so if match is drawn quicker time limit. If drawn on points. just the case. That's something to look forward to. Okay. Okay. No. That's not a nervous laugh. It's not a nervous laugh. It is a nervous laugh. Okay. Okay. No. So, good guy. Okay, so I'm playing good guy in the first game. Challenge. Send challenges now. Ready to go. Really? 27 viewers on live stream. You're gonna watch me being humiliated in 3 games. Oh well. No, please. Okay, I'm composed. Getting composed. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope. Okay, ready to roll. Okay. No, I've been to. I've been for a walk. It's been good. Feeling okay. It's good. It's all good. Yeah. Yep. Ready to go? See? Is it free fight? Yeah. What time is it now? What time is it? 5 minutes. It's 3:30 according to my watch here. London time. I thought BST is 1 hour exactly before. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I just hope the rest of the team can play well. And I can play well, yeah. Okay. 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 I'll just plug the live stream anyway for a laugh. Okay. So in case you're wondering, I think Unstoppable was in the British Rapid Play. I did ask him a few times, but there was no confirmations. Okay, we start. Do we start? Can Scene say? Is Scene around to say start, or do we start? I have been challenged. Scene, is he around? Okay, he did say start. Okay, so he's challenged me as black. That's cool. Very clever. Okay, so I'm white. King's Crusher 2. Ooh, he's got a high rating. Okay, let's play E4. Play my normal stuff, I think. Just to try and calm down, I'm going to play Knight C3. Just to play the normal stuff I usually play. Okay. So has he prepared that? Because I think Knight F2 is okay. It was Howell which showed me Knight F2. I once played Howell in a blitz game, and he played this Knight F2, and there's still some points to it. There's still some control over the squares, I hope. I suppose D3 is a little bit vulnerable, but it's protected at the moment. I want to just try and emphasize E5 without getting blasted on D3. Maybe Knight E5 now. That diagonal by Knight E4. Is that going to be useful? Knight E4? No, Knight E4, Bishop D3. So, okay, there's a problem with D3. What do I do about D3? Well, Bishop E4, that's Fischer move. High H7. Can I get in Queen H5, Queen H6, Bishop G5, that sort of thing? Just want to shield his king, but he's weakening a bit E6. Okay, bit of a concession, I hope. Maybe C4 is needed just to blunt that bishop. Get the D5 square. In fact, E6. E6 is vulnerable. Cannot contain my excitement. I've got a weakness. I've got an exploitable weakness. Okay, I can take there. Can't I? I hope. Doesn't lose the queen immediately, does it? So Bishop D3 takes. Take on E7. Good position. Good position. Bishop F4, Bishop G5, Knight E4, C4. C4 weakens D4, but then Bishop C3, I could point at the king, bits at the king. Bishop C3 coming up. Okay, there's no immediate threats of Queen E7, I hope. Rook moves Queen E7, unless Rook moves to C7, doesn't want to do that. I'm pointing bits at the king. So Knight E4 now, say Rook E7, it's Queen D6, Knight E4. Looks good. Rook E7, Queen D6, Knight E4, Bishop E4. Also F1, it might be an issue. I'll go for that. Hoping I'm not going to get slaughtered through. I've got bits pointing at the king! Yes! Although I'm allowing this discovered kind of thing. Okay, so Knight E4, what's the plan? Bishop E4, Rook F1, say Rook E7. What do I do then? Rook E7, there's no Queen F5 because Bishop F5. There's Rook F8, Queen F8, Queen moves somewhere. Okay, there's Rook F8 here as an option. Doesn't do anything. Bishop E4 just pointing at the king, I think. So good. I think it's good so far. Good so far. Good so far. Rook F1, Bishop, Rook F1. I can get two rooks for the queen with Queen F7, attacking G7. Queen F7, Queen F7. I think I'm going to go for it, you know, because I hope that's not too crazy. I hope the UK is not disappointed with my move here, because it looks good. I'm pointing at the king. There's Bishop D5. There's Bishop G7. This could be a lot of pressure for black to deal with, I think, in my humble opinion. Bishop D5, Bishop G7. So he's going to attack the rook, and I play bishop d5. My bishop's protecting e1, so that's possible. Queen e8, bishop d5 possible for bishop g7. Please let it be possible, please. Please. Bishop d5 looks good. Okay, what potential swindling resources? d4 for a check, h3 for a mate on f1. I don't think so. Bishop d5 is going to be a strong move next, whatever happens, surely. No comments, please. I'm looking at this, and I don't know if I'm being stupid to be optimistic. I have beaten IMs before in Blitz, yes. That has happened miraculously on a good day. Maybe this is a good day. It's good. It's after 12 o'clock. This looks good. So what resources is he conjuring up here? Bishop f8. Bishop d5. Okay, so bishop d5. I thought I'd handled this one with bishop d5. So I've got bishop g7 on the cards. Is that good enough? What about the threat is stronger than the execution? Do I want to give up rook and bishop for queen? What about a deflection? Rook e8. Yes! 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 I haven't totally let down the UK! I haven't totally let them... Okay, thanks. Thanks. Oh, God. Right, French defence to try and calm the nerves. Nothing... No elephant gambit. French defence. Play a Cobian system or Juve's system with waiting move, bishop d7. Probably... a Cobian system, CD and bishop b5 idea. So CD, bishop b5. Okay. Okay, I'll capture towards the centre. Okay, I'll play f6 is premature, knight e7. Okay, what do I want to do here? I don't know what I want to do. f6, I might be leaving myself exposed. f5, just the blunt. I think I'm going to do f5. Just, I don't know. I don't normally play f5. He could take it. He could put pressure on e6. He could get an outpost on e5. On the other hand, I can look forward to developing with tempo. You know, knight f6, and maybe not bishop c5. That is going to be b4. But this is a dangerous pawn structure to have. Okay. Okay, so c4. So what do I do here? So knight e7 to g6, just to unravel. I have to unravel. Bishop c5 might be possible because there's no b4 now. I think I'm tempted. Bishop c5. There's knight. Hang on. There's knight c3 to a4. Knight e7 to g6. Oh, I just can't get short of time. I think I'm going to just play this to develop the knight. So the centre's sort of secure anyway with that pawn on c6. So bishop c5 runs into knight a4. So the queen, although it's useful, it's a bit of a liability. What about playing for f4 later? I don't want to get short of time. I'm a bit short on time here. I'll just zoom it in for you guys. A bit short on time here. So say he does bishop e3, queen b7. He could go for the c5 square. He could play knight a4 to c5. If I castle on f4, there's always bishop g6 and queen h5 or queen g4. Knight f4 would have been useful if the bishop's not on f4. Something like h6 just runs into queen h5 and g4. No, forget h6. Do I want a castle? Is the king safe? He's going to play g4 anyway. Hack me to bits. Possibly. If I castle... Oh, sorry, I'm going to ignore spectators. Sorry about that. Ignore spectators. Okay. I just want to get the time advantage, if nothing else. The position in the centre is quite solid. Okay, for the moment. What is he thinking about here? Bishop e3, queen b7, cd, cd, knight a4, could be positioning dangerous, rook c8. You could, if I can't, okay, I'll just castle. Because I've played that f5, which is usually quite cheeky to play, but I've seen some people play f5. Okay. What about just queenside attack? If I get rook b8 in, a sort of queenside initiative. Maybe bishop c8 to a6 later. Oops. If I keep it there for d4, if bishop e3 d4, and then c5. He's let me play c5. That's a positional victory there, because I think bishop c6 and queen b7. This IM in the classic first time round crushed me with this pawn structure. I had this pawn structure as white, and this isn't that good. If I'm liberating this bishop on the diagonal, I've got knight h4, I've got queen b7, knight h4, queen b7. This is a bit fancy. The knight could come to d3, but it's a bit too fancy. Maybe queen b7 immediately to pounce knight h4, unless, I don't know, knight h4, was that good? Do I prepare it? I like the position. What about rook g8? The rook to g8 and g5. I really like the position, but how to get more resources in, I don't know. g5 is a bit risky, or is it? If it takes f4, bishop f4, rook f4, bishop g2 after knight f3 is going to be dangerous. If he doesn't, then I get g file. If I get the g file, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bits converging on g2. So g5. Shall I go for it as f4, queen h5? I could prepare it first as eviction with bishop e8 if needed. I've just realised bishop e8 to evict the queen from h5. So otherwise f4, queen h5 is threatening mate though. I don't want to do that without more preparation. So if I just keep the tension a bit longer. So I've got potential actually for bishop. I could just try and double the rooks maybe if needed. Rook f7. And the queen h5 is looking a bit scary. If I just slowly prepare g5, oh dear, is it now or never? There's no knight f3 check. Is there knight f3 check here? No, no. Right. Oh, chickened out there. I've got a bit of time pressure on my side. So this c5, is that going to be weak? I'm dilly-dallying. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I've just lost a5. Fantastic. Okay, starting to panic. What about this a file? If I switch the a file attack, I lose that beautiful bishop, but queen a8, I'm on a2. Okay, where do I want this knight? Maybe the rook comes in. Is d3 here, is that any good? It's bishop f3. I think I want d3 as an option. 1 minute 22. I think I want this knight rerouted somewhere. I was overloading the opposition. Alright, can I get this thing secure? What about h3 attack? Oh, he's attacking my bits. But what does it mean? What about bishop h4? I should have opened up earlier. Oh dear, I'm losing another bit. Can I get a rook to the h file after losing h5? Pathetic. Just weakened the 7th rank. Well done. Okay, I'll take there for king g7. Or just, hang on, if I just double, is that not possible? Right, can I reroute this knight somewhere? Bishop d8 to a5 to c3. Get rid of the bishop pair. If I get rid of his bishop pair, then where's the knight going? The knight's a bit stranded still. What about rook a6, knight b6? Get the knight to a4 to c3. Oh, he's not letting me. What about this c4 weakness? It's a bit weak, isn't it? Okay, I can take on c4 here. He's going a bit in time pressure. He's 20 seconds behind. These pawns are mobile. I've seen pawns like this in the British. Yes! 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 Pawn to the rook! Yes! He's pawn to the rook! Oh my god! Yes! So I can just take and rook d4. Oh, please resign. You're rook down. Please, I'm sorry. You're rook down, yes. I'm just gonna I just need time out. Let's try that Sicilian again. I don't think that or knight c3. Okay. Okay, Caro-Kann transposition. Could play it with h4, h5 or okay, h4. Fischer plays it without h5 sometimes for some reason, I don't know why. The pawn's a bit weak sometimes on h5, I suppose. What's going on here? Is it really c5 immediately? Check! Queen d7, about knight e5, queen d4, queen, oh, well, bishop e3, just castle queenside. Okay, can I just cheekily nag a pawn? Do you take c? Because otherwise, I don't know. Other queen a5. I'm giving him a great position, aren't I? I don't want to do that. Check c3. Wins the pawn back. That's b4. Knight b4 takes. Bishop b4. Bishop d2. I could cheekily win the pawn. Otherwise, I'm getting an isolated pawn. I know it's terrible, but someone did that at the British. It was thing I drew with him recently, Garwin Jones. He played dc5 against Susan Lalich. He got away with it. Dark square control. The point's not to win the pawn, it's to try and get the dark squares. So it was, that game was e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, c5, and he played d takes c like this. This is crazy, isn't it? D takes c. It's a paradox. Because normally, you know, you're protecting the pawn chains. You're not playing d takes c. It's a crazy idea. Maybe it's, you know, I don't know. Or maybe not that crazy. I think Nimzovich was actually introducing d takes c5 because he was trying to disprove this idea you had to occupy the center. So you play d takes c5 and you try and pressurize the dark squares after. So this idea of pressurizing squares, not just occupying, you know, central squares. So anyway, okay, he's using a bit of time here. Maybe he doesn't like the position. Can I just play d4? Can I hold on here cheekily to the material? I've deprived him of d6. So d5, knight b4, d6, d5. If I play d5, knight b4, d6, c5 is getting a kicking soon. So maybe this is the time to castle knight d4, bishop c5, knight c6, knight e3. There's going to be check on e3. So d5, knight b4. He's on d5. If I castle knight e3 takes bishop c5. I'm e5 is weak, so I'm going to play that. If I dislodge c6 knight from e5, e5 is weak, so I just castle here. So knight e3, fa, bishop c5. He's going to take with check. So time to sack the exchange. I'd rather sack the exchange, I think. Time for exchange sack with d6. I don't want to lose. I'd rather lose the exchange. Don't want to lose c5 and e3 without fight. I want to emphasize pawns. There's knight f5 anyway. Knight f5 is a juicy knight. Knight e4. Okay. Yes, pawn's going to drop, I suppose. Was it that clever? Maybe it wasn't. I've always got... No, I haven't got bishop c5. So b4, there's a5. Right, f5, bc, cb, ab, bishop takes, bishop d6. About just knight e4, there's f5. Oh dear, I don't want to lose on time anyway, so... Oh, I think I have to get the king in the game. I'll just lose d6, will I? I can keep hold of d6 for a moment with rook d1, because I move the king. Interesting move. So he's blocking the c line on the attack, but I just can't get this short of time whenever it happens. I can play the exchange down, but getting like 30 seconds left is unpleasant. So rook d1, knight e4. Now of course being the exchange down is unpleasant usually, but here I've got that d6 pawn. So even if he takes c5, rook d1, knight e3, fe, I might have knight e4 at f5. f5 g6 eviction, e4 there's f5 eviction. But on the other hand, once he takes on e3, e5 will be weak. If he's forced to play this, his e5 is weak, he'll play f6, then knight f5 maybe is a bit stronger, there's still g6. If I clamp down with h5 first, then that might be a good response to f6 to be able to play knight f5 without allowing g6. So he's going to take on e3, protects e5 with f6, I play h5, so say rook d8, knight f5. Once I get a knight to f5, I think I'm going to be okay here, and his clock's ticking anyway. So let's recap. Okay, so he has to protect e5, so he plays f6, and hopefully I play h5. So h5, no, he plays that immediately. Okay. So knight e4, f5, knight c5. Okay, so knight f5, okay. Knight e5. Oh dear. I look to be doomed. Okay, rook d5. Knight e5. Castles. Is there knight c6 there? No, g3 drops off. So knight e4, f5, knight c5. Bishop takes d6, knight b7. That's bishop b4. Okay, doomed. Okay, I better move. What's the move? I'll just use the pass. Two knights versus rook, or knight f5, g6. d7 takes knight e5, king moves. Knight c4, I'll go with that. So h5, knight e4. Two knights. And knight to f4. Right, can I get these guys going? Probably not. Looks a bit grovelly. Oh dear. Anything? Oh, do something with this knight. b3 to consolidate b2. Okay. Knight b7. Okay, where do I move this knight? To f3. Attack e5 if I move to f3. I could have taken that. Oh dear, he's going to counter-sack. Okay, keep the pawns fragmented. Keep the king. I'm going to get some time from pointless moves. So knight c6. Knight b7 here. So knight c5 to protect b3. 38 seconds. I think pre-move time is coming up. Pre-moves. Okay, so king d3, or just loosen another pawn. Great. Okay, it's pre-move time. Losing my bits. Uh-oh. I think it's untenable. I can't defend that one. Can I get this knight out? Nope, it's trapped. Oh, 11 seconds. I've just dropped the knight. Great. About this G pawn. Last resort. Okay, time to just resign. Blew that. Okay. Oh well, scored some points. No one's disappointed. That was, I don't know. Alright, thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed it. Probably on YouTube soon. Thanks very much.